Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Here are the top stories of the day as covered on Mega News. A third suspect in connection with a double murder at a seaside campground in southern Greece has turned himself in, authorities said. The 30-year-old surrendered to police in Kalamata early Thursday morning. He had been abroad in Germany when an arrest warrant was issued, which was later upgraded to an international warrant. Upon returning to Greece, he voluntarily appeared at the local station. Investigators described the suspect as an accomplice and a close associate of a 31-year-old businessman from Athens who is already in custody as an alleged instigator, along with the nephew of one of the victims. This brings the total number of suspects in custody to 5. 2 men aged 22 are accused of carrying out the killings, while 2 others are accused of masterminding the attack. Authorities say the case advanced after months of investigation, including witness statements, surveillance footage, phone records, and coordinated searches. The 30-year-old suspect is expected to appear before the investigating judge in Kalamata, where formal charges will be presented. Investigators are also reviewing his potential involvement in guiding the alleged killers and facilitating the transportation, as well as possible new information about who entered the crime scene on the night of the murders. Farmers across Greece are escalating protests with new road blockades and wider actions announced nationwide. In northern Greece, farmers have decided to indefinitely block traffic towards Thessaloniki at the Malgara junction, a key transport hub. The closure is set to begin tomorrow morning and marks a hardening of their stance. Their protests follow anger over deductions linked to ELGA, Greece's agricultural insurance organization. Farmers say the amounts were withdrawn before they received basic subsidies, despite government claims the issue was a technical error. Further actions are underway across the country. In central Greece, farmers at the Nikia blockade voted to continue protests, rejecting dialogue unless their demands are addressed. At Promachonas border crossing, truck traffic will be blocked indefinitely, while private vehicles and buses will be allowed through. In the south, farmers in Messinia remain at the Thuria junction for a third day, keeping a major highway closed. Agricultural groups have also protested at ELGA offices and taken legal action over failed pest control program affecting olive production. A nationwide farmers' meeting in Ceres is scheduled and is expected to shape the next phase of mobilizations. Strasbourg police are reportedly seeking Greek MEP Nikos Papas after he allegedly assaulted a Greek journalist late Tuesday night. The journalist filed a complaint saying Papas struck him at a restaurant. According to the complaint, the incident began when Papas tripped the journalist as he was leaving, escalating into a scuffle during which Papas reportedly hit him at least twice on the back of the head. Other members of the Greek delegation intervened, and the journalist later filed a formal complaint and a lawsuit with local authorities. Papas faces charges of assault committed by a public official acting in an institutional capacity. Following the incident, Papas was expelled from the Syriza delegation in the European Parliament. The party's ethics committee has recommended full expulsion from Syriza. The assaulted journalist has reassured the public that he is in good health and will make no further statements. Papas acknowledged the confrontation, calling his reaction wrong, but did not issue an apology, citing his broader career experience and perceived provocations. The 16-year-old girl who stabbed a 14-year-old classmate at a middle school in Athens has testified before a juvenile investigating magistrate and has been placed in pretrial detention, authorities said. During her testimony, the teenager told investigators she carried a knife for self-protection and acted after experiencing bullying. She said she lost control following insulting comments and did not intend to seriously harm her classmate. She also referred to a past attempted sexual assault. Following the hearing, prosecutors opened a separate case involving her parents, launching a preliminary investigation into possible neglect of a minor. The stabbing took place at a school in the Kypseli area where the student had transferred 1 week earlier after being expelled from another school for inappropriate behavior. Witnesses described repeated aggressive conduct. The girl appeared at the hearing without her parents present. She later expressed regret and asked about the condition of the injured student who survived the attack. Authorities in northern Greece are investigating the death of a 3-year-old boy after an autopsy determined he died from prolonged starvation. Medical examiners say severe malnutrition led to multiple organ failure and ultimately cardiac arrest. The child was taken to the University General Hospital of Alexandroupoli by his mother shortly before noon, but doctors confirmed he was already dead. Investigators believe the child may have died around 24 hours before being brought to the hospital. The exact duration of the malnutrition has not yet been determined. Police have arrested the child's 23-year-old mother on charges related to endangering a minor. Authorities are preparing a criminal case file that will be submitted to a prosecutor. The mother lives in a Roma settlement in Alexandroupoli and, along with her parents, remains under questioning. The child's father is reported to live and work abroad. Officials say the family's two other children do not show signs of malnutrition, but living conditions remain under investigation. These were the top stories of the day as covered on Mega News. Thank you for watching.